Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving quick today. Every single person needs to take out their primary and take out a notebook. We're going to transition very quickly, hopefully, from the primary. Seventh period could not figure out this primary. Oh, I was coming to you. Thank you, Daniel. Ladies and gentlemen, primaries are a puzzle and you got to figure them out. I'm going to teach you the skills, but you also have to think. I'm not just going to give you the answers because that's not going to teach you anything. You need me to move quick because let me remind you of our week. Okay, so today we're doing a primary. You just took vocab 1 through 10. Tomorrow you have vocab 1 through 20, and I am finishing content tomorrow. I would like to start content again today, lecture a little bit at the end of class, which is why you're taking your notebook out. Okay, so that's tomorrow. I'm not here because I'm having my little surgery on my thumb. I will have content finished by Tuesday. While you're in class on Thursday, on Wednesday, you should bring your book to school. I do have some books, but bring your own book to school. You can work on your focus and on your map, because I didn't get to see you on Friday of last week, remember? Because of the thunderstorm or whatever. So you need to finish working on your map and your focus. On Thursday, you have a test, 25 questions, all multiple choice. I'm telling you right now, the test is hard because it's a stimulus-based questions. If you're like, I don't know what a stimulus-based question is. Well, okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, it's just better to live it, and then we can actually have a conversation about it. Can we agree? If I tell you a lot about it, it's just going to go right over your head because you haven't experienced it. So, I'm telling you, your first test is going to be rough because it's stimulus-based and you don't know how to study for them. You need to know as much content as you can. I'm telling you, week 3, I'll give you better strategies. Is everyone clear? But you don't have a conception of what it looks like yet. Is everyone clear on that? So it's not that I don't care, but I can't tell you about something you've never experienced. It's not going to mean anything to you. So you have a test, 25 questions, all multiple choice. Okay? Your focus and your map are due on Thursday. Make sure you have those ready to go. Questions about what the plan is for the week. Tomorrow, 1 through 20 in a lecture. I'm not here on Wednesday. Here we go. Everyone should have out their primary, and it looks like this. We're in week 2, so we move on to week 2. Here we go. All right, this is what most primaries are going to look like for the rest of your life. We don't do a lot of picture ones, if you can possibly believe it. We still have a couple picture ones. We have a bunch of charts once we get into industrialization. They're in the box. Go to AP World, look behind week 1. Okay, here we go. Actually, I may have a couple. You pass that over to anyone who needs it. Oops, sorry, good grab. Here we go. Remember, when we're doing a primary source, I have no problem with you getting things wrong. I'm going to tell you right now, most of you are going to get a lot of this wrong as we're kind of going through the class discussion of it. What I do care is that you are trying. Is everyone clear on that? I do not get upset with wrong answers. I get upset with no answers. Here we go. Firoz Shah, Sultan of Delhi, 1351 to 1388, from the Tehiki-i Firoz Shah, a historical chronicle of the Sultan's reign. Okay, there's information in there that you can digest and process. So what is something you know from what I just read you? What is something you know? Joseph? Okay, does that mean anything to you? Because it surely doesn't mean anything to me. We'll use specific words here, Joseph. Okay, well then I would skip it. Rex, help him out.
It's a part of the historical chronicle about the Sultan.
Okay, fine. But what is the historical chronicle then?
It's like
Oh God, like guys. Guys, it's a journal entry. So when you see terms, when I'm asking what do you know, you should be able to look at it and pull out certain words. Like the word Delhi. Delhi is a city, and what country is it in, Megan? India. So you should see Delhi and you should write India. That's what we're talking about. Sultan should mean something to you. What is a sultan, Ruby? No. What is a sultan? What is a sultan? What do you got for me, Brandon?
It's like a king or ruler.
Okay, but what makes them different than a king? If it was a king, they'd call it a king, but then they're calling it a sultan.
Is it a group of people?
No. What do you got, Ahmed?
A sultan, isn't
Of what?
It's like a king.
Guys, what religion is it? Yeah, he's a Muslim. If it's sultan, anytime you see the word sultan, it's always Islamic. It's always. Okay, king isn't always 100% Christian. It's not 100%, but usually it is Christian. Sultan's 100% Islamic. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Like, you should be able to break down certain components of it. You don't need to know every single word. You don't. But you should be able to break down what you do know. Yes? All right, here we go. Under the guidance of the Almighty. When he uses the word Almighty, Kaylin, what's he referring to? Okay, and who is their God, Kaylin? Well, if he's a Muslim, who is it? Huh? The Quran's a book. Who is the Almighty in Islam? Ava? Allah. So he's talking to Allah. It's really important. We're hitting home that this is Islamic. I arranged that the heirs of those person who had been slain. Nina, what does slain mean? Killed. In the reign of my late Lord. When you ever see the word late in before someone's name, what does it mean, Will? If I said my late husband, what does that tell you about my husband? Yeah, he's dead. Anytime you see late in front of someone's name, they're dead. Late Lord and patron, Sultan Muhammad Shah. So, Sultan Muhammad Shah is dead. He's dead. That's the guy who's dead. Okay. And those who had been deprived. So, those who have, I arranged that the heirs are what? Heirs are what, Aubrey? Yeah, or family, sure. Heirs of those persons who had been slain, killed, in the reign of my late Lord and patron Sultan Muhammad Shah, and those who had been deprived of limb, nose, eye, hand, or foot, aka injured, right? They're not dead, they're just injured, should be reconciled to the late Sultan. What does reconciled to the late Sultan mean? What do you got, Drew?
Does that mean they were reconciled?
Can't use the same word when just describe what's happening here.
They were reconciled means they were like given up to.
Nina?
Is it not like he's like, oh, you guys were wrong, so we fix it?
Yeah, it's kind of trying to make square. Making square. Okay? Making square or everything good. Okay, so he's trying to make everything better. And appeased by gifts. What type of gifts do you think we're giving, DK?
Say just like the offerings.
Okay, don't make simple stupid. Simple stupid. Every time in this class. What type of gifts do you think it is?
Gifts like
What type of gift is your favorite type of gift right now? Burger? Is that what you said? Holy shit, DK. That's awfully specific. Burgers are your favorite gifts? People just walk around with a box of burgers for you?
sounds pretty good.
What the hell? What am I looking here? I'm just blown away by the answer. Nina,
Money.
it's money. Wouldn't you rather a gift card?
Gift card to Burger
Or a
King.
burger? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Okay, DK, I see you. They also executed deeds declaring their satisfaction. They executed deeds declaring their satisfaction. What does that mean? They, as in the family, executed deeds of satisfaction. What do you think, Abby? So after they got the money, they say what? Policy? No. What? Cheeseburger is not the answer here. Okay, DK, what do you got, darling?
I thought these were like plots of land to
Deeds are a piece of paper that give intent.
Yeah.
So it can be plots of land or anything like that. That would kind of go back to the money. But a deed of reconciliation is a piece of paper that says what? No, not land. It has nothing to do with land. What is it, Madison? Yes, it's I am satisfied. Okay, so think about it. My husband went off to war and he got killed. Me and the 6 kids have been struggling. They write me a check and I say, I'm no longer mad at my sultan. That's a deed that is a deed declaring their satisfaction that is attested by witnesses. Why do they have witnesses? So they can't what? Can't lie. Absolutely. Okay? These deeds were put into a chest, which was placed at the head of the late Sultan's grave in hope that God, in his great mercy, would show him clemency. What is clemency? If you are a Christian, you believe in clemency as well. It's an Abrahamic word. What do we got? What do you think, Brinley? No, it's not protection. What do you got, Nina?
Is it so that like God will forgive them?
Forgiveness. Clemency is forgiveness. To my late friend and patron, and make those persons feel reconciled to him or brought closer. Okay. Here we go. This is where it gets hard. Even though that was kind of hard. All right, here we go. What is the historical context? What is happening here? What is the historical thing that's going on? What do you got, Megan? Okay, sultans died. The biggest thing I need you to know is that Muslims are now in India. They enter in 1192. Are now in India. So is Islam spreading?
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, they're going to be there for a very long time. Are Muslims still in India today? Absolutely, absolutely. It's one of the most contentious places in the world for religion. Here we go, audience. Who was this written for? Who was this written for? Okay, let's talk author. I think that has been helpful in my last class. So let's talk author. We'll write it down in the bottom because AP doesn't care if you know who the author is. But maybe author will help you get audience purpose point of view. Who is the author of this piece? Who is the author of this piece, Ryan? The new sultan. The new / current sultan. Okay, here we go. So who is he writing it for? Who is the audience of this? Who is he writing it for, Rex?
The late Sultan's name.
No, the late sultan is dead. And the sultan's family doesn't care because he's dead. Who is he writing it for, DK? No. Ahmed? No, that's too generic. How often do you write something down and be like, to all the people of one huge faith, right? Like, that's a lot. No. Brinley? No. Nina?
For himself.
No. Who sits there? No, it's not a diary entry. It's a journal entry. So, it's not a diary entry. Who is he writing it for? Chase? Who's going to enroll in his AP exam today, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like talking about like all the stuff, all the gifts he's giving.
Yeah, so who is he writing it for?
His people.
No, he's not writing it for his people. Who is he writing it for, Madison? No, stop it. Stop telling me people. It's not for people, it's for a person. Which person? What do you got, Caitlin? No, don't say family, be specific. It is one person. Who is the person? You don't know his name, but you know the position. Kaylin, who is it? Specifically the what? Specifically the... You're so close, Kaylin, but no. We can't just say Shah. The successor. The audience is the next sultan. The next sultan, who happens to be his son, yes? Because that's how it passes, yes? Yeah, this sultan is writing it for the next sultan. Okay. Well, that's the purpose. So what is the purpose of this whole thing we just read? What is the point? What is the point of everything he just did on the other side? What is the point, Daniel? Okay, fine. To buy the forgiveness, I'll take it, Daniel. Perfect. Buy the forgiveness for who? Be specific. Of the last sultan. I'll take that all day, Daniel. Okay, we're making up some ground here. Buy forgiveness for the last sultan. I'll take it. Okay, point of view. Ladies and gentlemen, stop and look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Point of view is why the author is doing what they're doing. They're doing it for some reason that affects them. So why is the author doing it? What are they going to get out of this? Think about it. look at your happy and tell me what's the point of view? Why are they doing all of this? Ellie?
So that the next Sultan knows what to do.
Why? Expand on that thought.
Like,
You're close, but you're not there. You haven't hit the bell. Joseph!
Maybe so they don't disgrace Islam.
No. No. What do you got, Sloan?
Maybe so the next Sultan can know, like, going off of what Ellie said, to know what to do if the people, if like another Sultan or the people like get mad, they can. Sorry, I'm like definitely wrong at.
You're not definitely wrong, but you're not saying the words. Nina?
Is it because he like cares about his son?
No. He doesn't care about his son. This isn't about his son. At the end of our lives, do we care about our kids? Yes, but we care about ourselves more. So what is Ellie? Will you finish the thought, Ellie?
shows like their accomplishment.
No, you're going the wrong way. Ahmed, help me.
Respect.
God, no. Hold on. I know that Victoria has it. Here we go, Victoria. Yeah, it's you. I'm looking right, Victoria?
That's Victoria.
Oh shit. Okay. Sorry, I'm in the wrong line. I'm so sorry, Aubrey. Victoria. I was quickly looking. Victoria's got it though. I have faith. Why?
For when the Sultan now like dies, that his son knows what to do.
I knew Victoria had it. Yes. So why does he want the next sultan to do this?
So like when he dies, like he can put this stuff next to his.
Yeah, so he can buy what? Forgiveness for? Yes, for him. He needs the next sultan to do all this for him, to help him. Yes, the point of view, ladies and gentlemen, is point of view needs the next sultan. I knew Victoria had it. I knew it. The next sultan needs the next sultan to do this for him. Because why? Where does he want to go, ladies and gentlemen? He wants to go to heaven, right? He needs everyone to be happy with him so he can go to heaven and take his place with Allah. Oh my God, that was hard. Okay, why is it significant? Why do we care about this piece? Why is it significant? Why do we care? Okay, I'm going to tell you because we don't have this much time. Islam is a major focus for all people. Is the Sultan concerned with the concerns of Allah? Yes. Okay. Does that mean Islam is powerful or weak? Powerful. If strong people, powerful people are intimidated and really want to do the right thing, it tells you it's a really powerful force. So Islam is highly regarded and highly respected. Even the Sultan is going well out of their way to try to do his best by Allah as possible. Oh my goodness. Here we go. The Prophet Muhammad's last sermon delivered in Mecca, 632. What do we know, Aubrey? It is Islamic, and why do you know it's Islamic? Okay, and who is Muhammad, my darling? You need to have a better word. It's a P word. Prophet of Islam. There you go. Prophet of Islam. Ladies and gentlemen, your words matter, and I will push you for those correct words, okay? There's words that score, and there's words that don't score. Leader will not score. Prophet scores every time, okay? So if you can't write that, I'm going to get you to say it. What do you got? It says Prophet of Islam. That's fine, the Prophet Muhammad. But if you may not know he's the Prophet of Islam. Okay, what else do we know from reading this? Luke.
It's in Mecca.
Okay, what do you know about Mecca?
It's the holiest city of Islam.
There you go, holiest city of Islam. Fine. Okay, what else should you know? What else do you know, Caleb?
Was the winner in 632.
Okay, and why is that significant? Who do you think dies that year? Muhammad dies. We haven't gotten to that one. Muhammad dies in 632. You will memorize that fact. We'll talk about it multiple times. Okay? And what's another major hint, Chase? It's last. And you only see the word last before someone dies. Okay? So, here we go. O people, lend me an attentive ear, for I don't know whether after this year I shall ever be amongst you again. Oh my God, what does he know? Yeah, he knows he's going to die. He knows he's going to die, and that is incredibly important. All right. Therefore, listen to what I'm saying to you carefully and take these words to those who could not be present here today. O people, just as you regard this month, this day, this city as sacred, so regard the life and property of every Muslim as a sacred trust. Return the goods entrusted to you to their rightful owners. Hurt no one, so that no one may hurt you. Remember that you will indeed meet your Lord, and that he will indeed reckon your deeds. Allah forbidden you to take usury or interest. Therefore, all interest obligation shall be henceforth waived. Okay? Okay, what are all these things that he's saying? They are rules, absolutely. He's giving them rules to follow, rules to live by, all inspired, of course, his connection to Allah. Here we go. Beware of Satan for your safety of your religion. He has lost all hope that he will ever be able to lead you astray in big things, so beware of following him in small things. O people, it is true that you have a certain right with regard to your women, but they also have right over you. If they abide by your right, then belongs the right to be fed and clothed in kindness. Do treat your women well and be kind to them, for they are your partners and committed helpers. And it is your right that they do not make friends with anyone of whom you do not approve, as well as never commit adultery. O people, listen to me in earnest. Worship Allah, say your 5 daily prayers, fast during the month of Ramadan, and give your wealth in tithing. Perform the pilgrimage if you can afford to. All right, what does he just go through right there? Yeah, those are your 5 pillars of Islam. Okay? That is the bedrock of Islamic life. 5 pillars of Islam. There you go. You know that every Muslim is a brother to another Muslim. You are all equal. Nobody has superiority over the other except by piety and good action. Remember, one day you will appear before Allah and answer for your deeds. So beware. Do not astray from the path of righteousness after I'm gone. O people, no prophet or apostle will come after me, and no new faith will be born. Reason well, therefore, O people, and understand my words which I convey to you. I leave behind me 2 things, the Quran and my example, the Sunnah, the teachings of Muhammad. And if you follow these, you will never go astray. All those who listen to me shall pass my words to others, and those to others again. And may the last ones understand my words better than those who listen to me directly. Be my witness, O Allah, that I have conveyed your message to your people. All right, here we go. What is the historical context of the peace, Abby? What's the big historic thing in this passage? Okay, so Muhammad's going to die. Muhammad's death is coming. Okay, who is the audience of this piece? What do you got, Riley? You think it's just a random town of people are standing below him? In my head, he's standing on a rock, right? Or something, or on a hill, or somewhere cool. I think he actually does it on a mountain side. I think that's what I've learned. Who do you think he's talking to? Riley? Yes, and they all have. You know, I went to the Taylor Swift show while she was in town. You would say Taylor Swift spoke in front of her Swifties, yes? So who do you think Muhammad's speaking to? Who are called what? Yes, Muslims. Muslims, yes. All right, here we go. Purpose. What is the purpose of his speech? What do you got for me? Madison. Okay, what is the purpose of the piece? What is the purpose? Follow what? No, because he really kind of puts it in passing, right? He does mention it, But he's got a lot of things going on. He's talking about the treatment of women. He's talking about the 5 pillars of Islam. He's talking about usury or interest. He's talking about a lot of things in there, all jammed in. What's he doing? Ahmed. Yes. Okay, and why do you think he's listing it in this way, Ahmed? Well, not specifically in that order, but why is he listing it? What is the big pressing thing that we know is happening? Yes, guys, hi. He's trying to finish his list. Okay, so he's finishing Allah's list. Requirements for him. He knows he has certain things he needs to get done on his time on earth, right? He's the selected prophet. He has things he needs to do. So he is trying to make sure. I mean, he's hitting some huge components. Can we agree? Hello? Yes, treatment of women, 5 pillars of Islam. He is trying to cross off this list and make sure he does everything Allah wanted him to do. Okay. Who is the author? Let's just hit it home because, like, we're struggling. Who's the author? Muhammad. Okay, so what is Muhammad getting out of all this? What is his real motivation? That's what point of view is. What is Muhammad's real motivation for? The historical context, the audience, the purpose, all together. What does it do, Drew? No, it's his point of view. Victoria knows. Here we go, Victoria. What is it?
He wants to get into heaven.
Yes, Victoria knows, man. Yes, he wants to get into heaven. Wants to get into heaven and earn his eternal rest with Allah. Yes, he wants to get into heaven. He wants to meet his maker. He has to earn his spot. And how does he earn his spot? By doing what Allah has asked him. Yes? So that's why. He knows the end is coming. So he's like, okay, we got to get through. Like, come on, we got to do all this. Yes, Victoria knows. Victoria knows. Why does it matter? Why? Why does it matter? It establishes the way of life for Muslims after Muhammad passes. Okay, there you go. All right. Whew. All right. You need to submit this on Canvas for 10 points. You need to do it by Thursday. It doesn't necessarily have to be right now. We did not get to lecture, so we are going to be moving really quick to